Welcome to the 2-Minute Disciple Podcast with your host, Nick Euler, where we slow down with Jesus one passage at a time. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick, and it's an honor to be here with you today. Today is August 18th. Each day we follow a simple rhythm. Slow down, read, notice, reread, meditate, respond, and exercise. Let's begin. You're stepping into a sacred space with the intent of meeting Jesus. He wants to meet with you and spend time with you. Take this moment to slow down, quiet your mind, and prepare your heart to connect with Him. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly release it. As you inhale, whisper, "Jesus, I stand up for you." As you exhale, pray, "Stand up for me." Do this 3 times, then rest in His presence. I'm reading from Luke chapter 12, verses 8 through 12. I tell you the truth. Everyone who acknowledges me publicly here on earth, the Son of Man will also acknowledge in the presence of God's angels. But anyone who denies me here on earth will be denied before God's angels. Anyone who speaks against the Son of Man can be forgiven, but anyone who blasphemes the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. And when you are brought to trial in the synagogues and before rulers and authorities, don't worry about how to defend yourself or what to say, for the Holy Spirit will teach you at that time what needs to be said. What stands out to you in this passage? Is there a word or phrase that catches your attention? Hold it in your heart for a moment. Hear these words again, and notice what Jesus promises to those who stand up for Him. I tell you the truth, everyone who acknowledges me publicly here on earth, the Son of Man will also acknowledge in the presence of God's angels. But anyone who denies me here on earth will be denied before God's angels. Anyone who speaks against the Son of Man can be forgiven, but anyone who blasphemes the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. And when you are brought to trial in the synagogues and before rulers and authorities, don't worry about how to defend yourself or what to say, for the Holy Spirit will teach you at that time what needs to be said. We've all been there. Someone in the group says something embarrassing. Everyone turns to look at you. Is that your friend? And the temptation, the very human, very understandable temptation, is to take a small step back and say, I don't really know them that well. Jesus says, don't do that with me. Everyone who acknowledges me public here on earth, the Son of Man will also acknowledge in the presence of God's angels. This is one of the most personal promises in the Gospels. Jesus is saying, if you stand up for me in front of people, if you own me, claim me, refuse to distance yourself from me when it gets uncomfortable, I will stand up for you in front of God's angels. The God of the universe will say your name. He will acknowledge you. He will claim you as His own. And the reverse is equally sobering. But anyone who denies me here on earth will be denied before God's angels. This isn't about a single moment of weakness. Peter denied Jesus 3 times and was restored. It's about a pattern, a life lived at a careful distance from Jesus in public, a faith kept private to avoid the cost of association. And then Jesus adds something that should take the pressure off. When you're put on the spot, when you're brought before authorities, when you don't know what to say, don't worry. The Holy Spirit will teach you at that time what needs to be said. And you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be a theologian. You just have to be willing to stand up. And when you do, the Holy Spirit will show up. Take a few moments to sit with this question. Where have I been quietly distancing myself from Jesus? And what would it look like to stand up for Him there today? Jesus, I want to stand up for you, not just in safe places, but in the places where it costs something. Give me the courage to acknowledge you publicly and help me to trust that when I do, the Holy Spirit will give me the words. The rush of life will meet you again when you leave this sacred place, but you can carry this moment into your day by forming new habits. Today's habit: stand up. Today's habit is an act of public acknowledgement. Identify one specific situation where you've been quietly distancing yourself from Jesus. Write it down. Be specific. Now bring it to Jesus and pray. Jesus, I've been staying quiet about you around. But you said that if I acknowledge you, you will acknowledge me. I am choosing to stand up today. Give me the courage, give me the words, and let the Holy Spirit show up when I do. I have two asks of you before you go. Could you please share this podcast with one person today and check out the review of this podcast on Elevate Society? That's your 2 minutes with Jesus for today. Now take what you've heard, share it, and love it. Till next time, keep slowing down, keep listening, and keep walking with Jesus.